Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today I'm going to be explaining why we still have a lot of potential for Bitcoin and the upcoming cryptocurrency market. There's a lot of catalyst coming up, and even Cathie Woods explains why we still could be so early on these cryptocurrencies. And so we're going to go ahead and take a look at Blackrock information. We're going to be watching a couple of videos from Cathie Woods. And so if you enjoy that type of content, make sure to hit that like button and the subscribe button down underneath the video. Now, while you are down there, there is a link to Margex that you can sign up for if you're interested in leverage trading. There is no KYC required. So let's go ahead and take a look at some information here from Blackrock, as they've seen massive inflows last week. We can see previously on 2/26, their holdings were worth about $6.57 billion. And since then, they have seen a massive increase. And so just in 1 week, they've seen an increase in their portfolio from $6.57 billion to $9.4 billion, a total increase of $2.83 billion. Now, 20% of that was the price increase in Bitcoin, going from $51,000 to $61,000. However, the other 20% of that was an increase in holdings, and so they saw an inflow of Bitcoin of 20%. Now that is massive. That's $1.4 billion of Bitcoin that was purchased just last week. So imagine if we see another 20% of inflows this week. And the reason that we could potentially start seeing that over the next couple of weeks is based on this video here from Cathie Woods.
And in fact, in our business, what's interesting is the wirehouses, which dominate our customers. So Morgan Stanley, all the advisors at these wirehouses, Morgan Stanley, UBS, Merrill Lynch at B of A, Wells Fargo, not one of them has approved Bitcoin on its platform. That hasn't even happened yet. And those are our primary clients. When that happens, wait until you see.
Explosion.
So as you can see there, right? We have not really had a large amount of retail actually come in yet, right? Bank of America, Merrill Lynch, and Wells Fargo are working on beginning offering spot Bitcoin ETF to their clients. This is when we're going to see that big, huge rush into Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. And so this is definitely going to be coming soon here. This article here was released just 3 days ago, and so they're definitely getting close to start offering that to their clients. And so this is something that's going to be a big catalyst for the entire cryptocurrency market. We also have Fidelity here looking at allocating up to 3% of Bitcoin into institutional crypto investing, as it is going to become more normalized, right? It's going to become part of large index funds. It's going to be in ETFs, and people aren't even going to know that they're actually investing in Bitcoin, right? People are just going to be putting their money into their 401k, and then a portion of that's going to be invested into Bitcoin without them even knowing it. However, with the capped supply, we're going to see the price keep going up. And so this is a once in a lifetime opportunity with cryptocurrencies, and this being a new asset class. And so with all of this hype and adoption behind Bitcoin, we're going to see the same thing happen with altcoins as well, especially as the Ethereum ETF comes online when they have to make a decision towards the end of May. And then we also have Grayscale here that is looking into large cap funds, right? They have large cap funds, they have smart contract funds for cryptocurrencies, decentralized funds. They're looking into a privacy fund. And so all of these different funds here have different cryptocurrencies for their holdings here. So we can see in the large cap, we have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Ripple, Cardano, and Avalanche. And then these other funds have other cryptocurrencies, and they're looking in many different assets. And so Alvera here is going to be launching tomorrow in less than 24 hours. And so this is a cryptocurrency to be paying attention to. This is what they are focusing on. They're tokenizing funds for a DeFi future. And so instead of going out and having to buy each individual cryptocurrency, you can go ahead and buy these basket funds, whether they're focusing on AI or something like that. And so essentially this is going to be like buying an index fund with a fund manager, and then they will be managing the cryptocurrencies in that portfolio, and you'll be investing in that basket fund. And so this has a ton of potential, and this is going to be launching on Uniswap tomorrow on March 4th at 2 p.m. GMT. So definitely something to be paying attention to. I think this cryptocurrency will do very well at launch. And so let's go ahead and take a look at a video here from Cathie Woods explaining on more information why we're still early and we're just getting started on Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies.
Price increase for every institutional dollar pushing in now is going to be much higher than it was last year, 2 years ago. It's, we're going to get into if these institutions really want to own it, what I found fascinating recently, just learned it this morning, is typically when you go through a price move, a Bitcoin price move to the upside, you usually see long-term holders, which is a metric we monitor. It's an on-chain analytics metric. And it means people who have not moved, or wallets that have not moved their Bitcoin in 155 days or more. Yes. Well, normally when you go through a price move to the upside, a very nice one like we've seen in the last year, that tends to start moving down. And it did that, true to form, but it has reversed in recent days, because what we learned is GBTC sold some of its Bitcoin. So those wallets hadn't been changed in a long time, right? Now that is done, at least for the time being. Now that is done, and it's going back up again as the price goes up. That's highly unusual. And I think it is because the long-term holder is saying, why would I sell now when I know all these institutions, which own nothing in this realm, in this new asset class, they have to consider it because it is a new asset class.
So as you can see there, she's mentioning that a lot of institutional investors are not even on board yet. They have not purchased it, right? We have Merrill Lynch offering it to their retail clients. We have large institutional investors, large companies that could potentially be jumping on board and buying cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. And so there's a ton of room and opportunity for the growth of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. And so if we go ahead and jump back to other assets under consideration with Grayscale, they have many different assets that they're looking into, right? And so all of these could have their own ETF or index fund. Maybe they're focusing on a particular narrative, whether that's AI, large cap growth, cryptocurrencies, right? Payment integration. So there's a lot of different ones that they could be focusing on here. And so you can just see if they're looking into these, that's definitely something to be paying attention to, right? Grayscale is one of the first ones to start offering a Bitcoin ETF that got converted over at the beginning of January once that was approved. And so we can see here they're already looking into these other cryptocurrencies. And so I would not be surprised to start seeing these type of asset funds coming out maybe at the end of the year or early 2025. However, if you want to be early and ahead of everyone else, now is the time to be looking into these. And so if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe, and make sure to check out that launch for Alvera tomorrow at 2 p.m. GMT. This is definitely going to be a cryptocurrency that will do very well. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.